Okay, so since people keep asking for a tutorial on this, I can't promise anything because this technique is hit or miss for me a lot of the time. But people are asking how I do my whistle fries. And unfortunately, I'll try to explain it, but a lot of it is just certain instinct, if that makes sense. Anyway, okay, because the biggest issue that I have is not getting a whistle fry, but a high fry with a whistle overtone. So it's more of a so that's not quite it. You hear it over the top, but you want the whistle to be at the forefront. You're trying to get that. I'll do it with an inhale because it's a lot easier to replicate, and that's how I learned at first with Deer and Gray and Keo's inward scream. Yeah. Fuck. I can't do it today. Yeah. I guess it kind of works. All right.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm laughing.
Yeah, it's trying to teach people how to do this fucking difficult ass technique. For some reason, even though I only nail it like 1 out of 10 times myself. All right, so how I like to envision it is pushing your larynx up like you're trying to talk like Stitch to start with. So you're kind of that type of shit. Okay, and then what you want to do from there is you want to kind of like not tense your jaw, but like as you're pushing your larynx forward, push your tongue not to the roof of your mouth, to the back of your mouth. Like you want the back of your tongue almost touching your uvula. And then finally, you want to close your throat and just like imagine you're holding a balloon and you're slowly letting it out of air, and that little tiny opening of the diaphragm, it's going to be like that much. That's what's going to should create enough air while you're trying to reach up into your but once you kind of I can't really. Alright, it's hard, but do you see what I'm doing at all? See how my throat kind of closes like a vagina? So that's basically what you want. You want the tiniest bit of air to escape from that while you're reaching up into your whistle registry, yeah, that's personally how I do it. So we'll try to put it all together and see what happens. Like I said, no promises. I'm hit or miss on this technique a ton of times. Let me take a little sip of Wawa first. Okay. I have not warmed up at all, so Take it or leave it. Larynx up, tongue back in the throat. Just like that. That's it. And now you put it all together, and that's what it should come out like. So hope that helps. It's really stupid. That's how I remember it. Or you can go over the top of your teeth, if that makes sense. Kind of like, do you remember the pencil? You want to be up in here, like in your nasal. Something like that. But personally, I think that the upward larynx closes off the throat a little bit more to let out that whistle instead of that whistle overtone. So let me try that again. Yeah, so hopefully this helps. And thank you so much to my lovely wife for reminding me to add a little disclaimerino. I am not a professional. I'm not a vocal coach. I gave up on that a long time ago. I realized I have just enough info for what I can do, and if it works for you, cool. Don't hurt yourself. You know, no shit, right? But I didn't have the knowledge or the teaching knowledge how to properly explain how to actually get someone to like scream that's never done it before. It's different when you're at least like mediocre at it. You pick up on it a little bit more. But yeah, it's a very advanced technique. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it your first try. It took me 2 years to dial it in, actually. Yeah, I'm not a pro. I'm not a beginner either. I am an amateur. I do this for fun, but I do have tips that may or may not help you. So if you want more of that, stay tuned. I just drop anything in the comments. You want to learn how to do gutturals? I got you. You want to learn how to do mid tunnels? I got you. You want to learn how to do fucking pig squeals? I got you. Well, most people not a. And yes, if you want to learn the terminology and the anatomy of the vocal cords and throat meat and all that shit, I'm not super adept on everything, but I can say enough to get my point across. So, like I said, anything you want to know, ask about it in the comments. I'll try to make a video on it in the future. And if there is anybody that on a more professional level, and you know, like, don't be afraid to say, if I'm doing something wrong, don't be afraid to say, hey, like, this is bad technique. Because unfortunately, part of my my journey as a vocalist to be a better vocalist started when I posted a cover of Tala to the Facebook group back in the T-God days, and Justin responded with his most recently released video at the time about how and why you're overstraining your voice or over compressing or over projecting. So that hurt, but it was useful because it's saved my throat a lot and saved my vocal cords, even though I abuse them in many other ways. But it's life. Like I said, I'm not expecting to go out and do tour live, baby. Sorry. Anyway, like I said, drop a comment. You want to know how to do something? Try to figure it out for you.